What is up, people? Welcome to my new YouTube channel. Today we are taking out for a test ride the Tenere 700, and it's the world rate version. The world rate version is quite different to the normal Tenere, and you can spot it straight away just by looking at the tank. So this is a dual side mounted tank, 23 liters, which should give you about a 500 kilometers of range. Now the tank itself, it's also positioned a little bit lower than the original Tenere, which in theory should give you a bit more of a maneuverability. Above the tank we've got a all-in steering damper. This has got, I believe, 18 presets. We're not gonna mess around with it today. Leave it as we got it. It is a test ride from my local dealer because my Tracer 900 is currently in for service, and I did fancy an adventure bike, so I'm looking at this. We'll see how it feels. It looks nice. I like the look of it, I'm not gonna lie. Above the steering damper we have got a 5-inch screen, TFT color panel. Gives you all the information you need about the bike itself, the oil temperatures and so on, and I believe it's got a connectivity with a mobile phone and also apps like a My Ride app. We've got a rear shock with a 220 mil of a travel, I believe, and front shock, quite significant size, look at that, and that I believe is 230 millimeters of a travel. Now the hero of this bike is obviously the CP2 engine. This is a 689cc 4-valve 4-stroke liquid cooled DOHC dual overhead cam engine, producing about a 54 kilowatt at peak RPM and about 68 newton meters of torque. Now without further ado, let's hop on it. Let's switch to a helmet cam view, and let's take it for a spin, see what we think. Right, let's get going. We've had a couple of days of sun. There's a little bit of it coming out behind the clouds, but it's not looking too bright. But the good news is sun is definitely on its way. I've been out for a ride yesterday on my Tracer and it's been beautiful, and today is not too shabby either, so let's get on this and see how it feels. Now first thing, I've noticed this, and I knew this, people kept telling me this, but this is quite a high tall bike. I'm 6'3", and look, I'm gonna have to really get my leg above it, and this is the first bike I've had that I sat on and I have to tiptoe at 6'3". So look, left foot, right foot, and my heels are up in the air. And by the way, how about this kickstand? Look at this kickstand. This is a solid kickstand. This is what kickstand should be. I believe it's like 3 kilos at least. Reduce the performance, but damn, if you need to stand on it, it works. Anyway, moving on, we're gonna see what this feels like. So, bike feels really good. The seat doesn't feel too bad either, and the suspension feels really, really good. It feels like it can just eat miles and miles of road, especially dirt road. So, let's give it a go. I love the TFT screen, it's nice and bright. Right, let's go. Okay, so first impressions. This bike is tall, but somehow this is very bumpy road and the suspension's eating it really well. Somehow it makes me feel really safe being up that high. I don't know what it is about. Also, the tanks, both of them, you have quite a wide area in between your legs, and again, you can hack the tank. If I'm sitting right in front of here, it feels like I'm hanging it with my knees, so that's not bad at all. But it is definitely a tall bike. Now, what we need to figure out is a few things. Obviously, I ride Tracer 900. I want to see, is this as fast as my Tracer in terms of keeping up with the, you know, legal speeds? Like, can you get up to 60 miles, 70 miles an hour as quick as any other bike? And I think the answer is going to be yes. I do have a friend who's got a regular Tenere who has been with us for a 5-day motorcycle trip in France, and we all had a Tracers and Multistradas, and he definitely kept up with us for most of the journey, apart from obviously on the straights when you need more power to be a little bit quicker. Now we're gonna need to find some roads to test this out. I think I know just the type of road I'm looking for. We're gonna get those tires warm up and see how it feels. Immediately I noticed that the sound is mild from the engine noise. It's got really good grunt, which you cannot hear, but I can feel in my you know, groin area. Obviously not the way most of you will imagine, but it feels like, you know, it feels like a precision making, a well-oiled engine. And obviously it's a Japanese bike. I'm not sure about these tires, man. Just doing a little corner in here, and I'm used to pilot 6s road tires. Oh yeah, it's got that grunt, and it feels like everything is set in a place just the right way in terms of the engine when you start pulling. And the grunt is really, really nice. I don't know how much you will be able to hear on the camera, but it feels really good. Now let's find some decent roads and see what we can do with it. It's not the best UK weather. It is a little bit windy, but we're out anyway because we love riding, and we are in the market for a new bike. Now I've kept my Tracer for 2 summers, and I'm not gonna lie, I absolutely love the CP3 engine, right? Because you have a plenty of power. Oh, okay, so I just downshifted a little bit, and immediately I felt a engine braking. So the engine braking here is quite strong. I see. Okay, so that's something to keep in mind for obviously going to corners. If you downshift at the wrong moment, it might get you a little bit in trouble, but at the same time, if you need stopping, fast, engine braking is the way. And to be honest, I've ridden quite a few bikes. However, I do tend to prefer the bikes with a strong engine brake power, because it's just another way of helping yourself stop if you get yourself into situations where you necessarily don't want to be, or you just need to stop quicker for whatever reason, by not your fault, you know, not that you're riding too quick or anything like that, but it definitely helps, and this definitely has got it, which is surprising. Now I was talking about, what was I talking about? I was talking about Tracer. So I do love my Tracer, and I do like the power. And see if he nods on a helmet. Multistrada, what's up? I love that Multistrada. Yeah, the Tracer 900 I've got. Yeah, it's got a little power here. I like that. This is the kind of yes, the Tracer 900 I've got is a great bike. The CP3 engine, plenty of power, plenty of torque. It does everything just right. However, as you probably know, most of you, unless you've just started riding, you go through phases, you fall in love, and it's not that I don't love the bike anymore. I feel like there are better bikes for me, and this was my step-up bike from my previous bike, which was, well, previous I should say, my first motorbike, which was a Kawasaki Ninja 636. And I know most of you will say, whoa, you've passed out and you bought 636 Ninja. Yes, it was a mistake which I did not know at the time. However, it eventually caught up with me and got me in trouble. And by getting me in trouble, I mean I was riding with a group of very experienced riders with 1,000 bikes, touring 1,000 bikes with all the suspension, active electronics and all that stuff. And I found myself catching up all the time. And one day I caught up with a corner and ended up in a ditch. But that's another story. And as I was saying that, you know, you grow out of the phase. So my phase was 636, you know, I got my license, this is now, what, 5 years ago? Got my license about 5 years ago, got on that Ninja. It was the child's dream, you know, the little child in me, oh, I want to have a green Ninja. I had a poster in my bedroom as a child, and I loved it. So I got myself that. Don't get me wrong, it was fun, but for someone who's 6'3", very, very uncomfortable ride. And then I got the Tracer, and now I'm thinking of moving on something, I don't know, just something different. I'm also looking at Multistrada V4, and I'm looking at a African Twin, so we'll see what's what. Now let's see, take a little overtake, drop down, open up. Yeah, it's got a power, it's fine. I love the ground of the bike. The bike feels good in terms of flicking it about. You know, it feels light. Now I know this version is a little bit heavier than the regular Tenere. However, it still feels lighter compared to my Tracer 900. The only concern I've had coming into this test ride, and I wanted to test ride it because my friend's got one, he's been out with us, it looks cool, he's got one in the black, I think, which is the 2022 model. And he's got one in the black and it looks sick. He's got it all done up, he's got all the accessories, it's looking very, very cool, and it's just a pleasure to look at. And as I said, he was keeping up with all the big boys when we were in France for 5 days of touring. So I thought, you know what, this might not be such a bad choice, and I like the look of it. But the only issue I thought I might have is looking at the power ratio, see if there is enough power for what I need it to be. Now we're gonna go down this road, we're gonna adjust the mount and continue. Looks like our mount here is trying to escape, so we're gonna stop down here. Right, let's continue. This is more of the roads, style of the roads. You should expect this Tenere to shine. Brakes are good, no problem. Bit of a hole. Well, we've got a great bike. So, what is a little pothole? Look at that, just flicking it up and down. Lovely, lovely stuff. Got a car coming up. He's gonna let us go. I'm gonna tell him thank you very much. Oh, lovely. Yeah, very flickable. Feels very, very light, and that's what you kind of want from adventure bike. You don't want it to feel heavy and clunky. You want to make sure that right, braking, engine, look, engine braking here, boom, boom, boom. Beautiful. Now let's go left here. And see, step on it. Okay, the torque is good. It's not that kind of torque which would make your front wheel lift up. It's definitely the kind of torque which will keep you moving. I'm not sure what this would feel like 2 up though. I feel like 2 up would be a little bit of a struggle. See if we can get by here safely. No, I can't see in the corner. I can see in the corner here, so we're gonna go for gentle overtake here. Indicate as we should do. Very flickable, I love it. Braking with the engine only. Oh, nice sharp corner, look, engine braking. Oh yeah. Back on it. Oh yeah, it's got some beans. Now obviously we are law-abiding citizens, so we're gonna stick to the speed limit. But that's you know, speed limit here in these roads is 60 miles an hour. It's plenty. It is plenty. And coming in nice corners like this, yeah, you don't know what's coming, so you gotta be really careful. But man, does this bike feel light. So light. I love it. I actually love it. Didn't think this would be so much lighter than my Tracer, but it's just, look, flick it out. I'm back on it. Oh yeah, lovely. Lovely stuff this. Anyway, biking season is coming up. I'm super excited. We're gonna do a few more test rides this year. Definitely gonna be looking at, thank you, definitely going to be looking at test riding the Multistrada V4 and also the African Twin, and we'll see which bike is gonna be the choice for us. Now, you know, another thing I've noticed with this bike, this is great. Here in the UK we have outstanding potholes, you know, and this just eats the potholes. You don't even feel you're going through a pothole, you know, so that is nice. It's nice to have. Look how many, I'm just talking about them. All these white squares are potholes. They need fixing. Look at that. Well, that's just coincidence, isn't it? Come on. Look at the size of that pothole. Crazy. Anyway, I do have an off-road bike, so this doesn't bother me as much as if I was on something more road-like. Oh, the engine braking on this stuff. Look, pothole. Okay. Man, but again, I'm gonna say it again, the way you can flick this bike about is ridiculous. Jesus. Absolutely, like, oh, absolutely lightweight. Very flickable. We've got a sharp corner coming up. Engine braking, second gear, come through it. Whoa, a little slip on the back tire, heavy on the throttle. Okay, so I gotta be careful with these tires because my back tire slid there a little bit. I was too heavy on the throttle too early, and that's not good. However, I felt it immediately and I didn't feel like it's troublesome. I only felt like, right, I need to get off it a little bit. Great bike, great bike. I don't know, man. It's definitely tempting. It feels good to sit around. I wonder what it would be like on a longer journeys. What that seat, I mean, but then again, you can adjust the seat, you can put some cushion type on it or whatever. I think that shouldn't be too much of a problem, should it? go for breakfast. I'm hungry. What time we got? 12:30. Let's get some breakfast in us. Find a nice cafe. Oh, again, look at it. Look, I'm sliding down on this because tiptoeing left and right, and this is at the angle. The surface here is a little bit angled higher on the right side, so I can actually reach, almost put my foot down here. But look, that's crazy. And again, this monster of a, you gotta put your foot in it to extend it properly. I love it. It really feels sturdy. Right, let's go. Oh, a little bit of a spin there. Oh man, I can already tell this bike must be an absolute beast on correct surface. And riding standing feels really good. You can put your feet up to it, stretch your legs. That feels really good. Go this way. I don't know where I am, but I know roughly how to get back home. I mean, it's gotta be in a similar direction I came from, so that's a grumble. Well, it looks like a bit more of an open side road base. Nice. Oh, it's so flickable. Look at that. You can just zoom it. Yeah. Outstanding. Engine brake in, flick it. Oh, damn, this is light. This is light bike. Gravel, careful here. Yeah, gravel here. No problem. We got a gravel tire, boy. Oh yeah, this is more like the top of a road. Bike is made for, isn't it? Well, we picked a good road here. Engine braking absolutely fabulous on this bike, so fabulous. Jeez. And effortless as well. It's not like I'm trying to too hard to get rid of that speed. It just scrubs it off. Oh yeah, that felt good. For a bike like this, a little hump to slow the car down is almost a ticket for fun, isn't it? You just put it in the second gear, give it a little bit of a boost. Right, where are we? Okay. I think we want to go this way. Oh, I think I know where I am. I think this is the way to get out in a nice country road. Brothers coming from Netherlands. Brothers coming from Netherlands. Oh, we're gonna stop. We are going to stop just here around the corner for breakfast. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed coming out on a ride on this Tenere with me for the first time. I've really enjoyed it. I've definitely enjoyed it. I'm gonna test ride the African Twin and also the Multistrada, and then it's time to buy a brand new bike. So we're gonna figure out what's what. I understand that there's a big gap between this and the Multistrada in terms of power, price. However, it just gotta feel right. You don't know, right? The bike has to feel right. So, and we're gonna drop off just here for a little brekkie and slowly start coming back to our home base. Let's see. Oh, you know, this car park. It's asking for a little bit of trouble, isn't it? No, let's not. We've got cameras everywhere. Let's turn around, park up, and go have some food. Just about here will do. And again, look at that. Oh, my weight on it. Damn, son, you gotta really, fuck, love it. Look at that.